We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Denver Broncos. In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They begin the drive with Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now Wilson unhappy with something he saw there as he's going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Broncos at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long.
And he lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm going to see this offense try to spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Dipping into the bag of tricks early opening drive. How about that?
Wouldn't you love to get a look at the head coach's play sheet right now, right, his call sheet? Because somewhere in there, probably in big, bold letters, are the old high school cheer. Be aggressive. No doubt about it, and that's exactly what he was on the opening drive of the game.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Hunt. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? They'll try and run for him. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Hunt is unable to get in on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, Drake. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's got Hamler on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Now a give up the middle to Williams.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
Now Wilson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
36 fouls.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's brought down. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
Javonte Williams, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
From the 6.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing...
This is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there, as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They run again with Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Kareem Hunt,
as the first half is winding down.
and the Falcons have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just...
And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line.
Here we go, set. You go.
They'll throw now on the final play. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Second and 9 now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
That one goes for 24 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Another big play here as they strike for 31.
Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Wilson.
They'll get that complete to Albert O.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. This time the extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
They'll set up a throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver.
They'll look to throw here. And this one is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
58 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Williams again, and he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Greg Dulcich
From 3 yards out.
And the Broncos take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Okay, now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost himself some yardage there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Spins past him.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be...
Williams loses the football, and the Falcons grab it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, all these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They try the left side here with Williams. And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This is 3rd and 8. Wilson.
Got a man. It's Judy, complete.
Touchdown, Broncos. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Broncos are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Touchdown!
Kareem Hunt.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
Ritter will throw for it.
And incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now Williams running left. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Deion Jones able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. On 1st down, Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 23. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They run it again with Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
McManus's point after is good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ready.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll look to throw again.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Bradley Chubb in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Shot 17. Real green.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wasn't a matter. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Wilson wants to throw it.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
But, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Broncos, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.
I just scraped it off the top.